And also about this idea of not having any thoughts after an awakening. People would still have thoughts, correct? Like intellectual thoughts of like building something or creating something. Those won't go away. I guess what usually people refer to is maybe egoic thoughts.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, it's easy to see that people can still think. I mean, many enlightened people have written books, so you can't write a book without thought, and you can't. Well, we need thought. The working mind doesn't disappear. You can still, if you've lost your keys, you can still think about where you might have left them. It's not that you're not functional. What's gone is the overlay of self-judgment. What's the matter with me? I'm so stupid that I mislaid my keys. What if I don't find them? Something terrible will happen. Somebody will steal my... That kind of crap that goes on in our brains, in the background most of the time, because of our patterning and conditioning and self-referencing. And that goes away. And then it's much more possible to simply sink into stillness, into no thought at all. It's like... It's as if at the core of us is simply present stillness. And you often touch that. People that meditate a lot often love that because they fall into that. After an awakening, it's more like you recognize, oh, that's what I am. And you are more drawn to be there, usually, much of the time. So if you really want no thought, you don't even know if there's no you that wants it, you might be drawn into that deep stillness. And so there's times of no thought at all, because there's no reason to be thinking when you're there. You're not trying to build a house or something. But if your natural response in life is to build a house or take care of your 3-year-old child, then that's what's needed in the moment. So you don't just ignore them because you're so quiet. You meet them where they are and do what needs to be done. So you're still capable of, in fact, many people become much more creative, expressing in art or writing music or creating a whole new center of creative activity of some sort. Or they feel drawn to service. They work in hospice. They do things, but you learn to move from a deep core intuitive sense of what's right for you. I got the impression that kind of happened to you, that you went away from one type of career and felt called to do something else, and it may not have even been very logical. It just pulled you. That's how it works when you're living congruently with your true nature.
It's more like you're in tune with that energy. You don't have to do that extra work of there's no human effort. It's whatever arises.
That's right.